one of the things that has remained fairly constant in the different versions of the expungement statute are that certain what we call life offenses cannot be expunged. Anything that's punishable by up to life imprisonment, even if the former prisoner didn't get life in prison, if the offense they were convicted of is up to life in prison, that's an offense that cannot be set aside. That would be offenses like first-degree murder, second-degree murder, assault with intent to murder, first-degree criminal sexual conduct, first-degree arson. Some of those very serious offenses that are punishable by up to life in prison are offenses that cannot be set aside. But even aside from life offenses, there's other statutorily excluded convictions, second-degree child abuse, some human trafficking related convictions, and I'm not talking about victims here, I'm talking about those that are committing the human trafficking, second-degree criminal sexual conduct, third-degree criminal sexual conduct, terrorism, operating while intoxicated, OWI, that's been one that has consistently not been able to be expunged, although I believe there's some proposals in the legislature to change that. Any traffic offenses that causes injury or death. The statute actually lists, in not the most user-friendly fashion, but it certainly, it lays out the offenses or the statutory citations to offenses that cannot be set aside. And so I think the legislature's tried to balance, and I think it was largely successful in doing so, that the most serious types of offenses can't come off of people's records, but those, relatively minor offenses, property offenses, things like that, that even felonious assault, which is like a 5-year felony, those kinds of offenses can get expunged. So, it's really a relatively small list of offenses that can't be expunged, but there's a lot of big ones on there, and you just kind of have to be aware of which ones are ineligible for expungement, because then it's not even worth the effort to probably try to file an application, because the judge just can't grant it in any event. So, there are different kinds of limitations. And again, this could change. It's an evolving process. I'm sure the legislature will change these statutes again sometime in the future. So, stay tuned. Even if your offense currently isn't one that can be expunged, it may be sometime in the future. So I wouldn't give up hope on that, even if your offense that you were convicted of can't be expunged currently.